Well, this week we've looked at the theme of being engaged, sharing our heart, and doing our part through serving. And we've heard through the different days that Jesus, the Son of Man, came not to be served, but to serve. We've talked about how humility is a key part of service. If we are proud or arrogant, we're far less likely to engage in service. How we're to serve other people with the spiritual gifts that we've received, and how we are to use our freedom not for self-indulgence or self-gratification, but to serve others. How Jesus has set the example in serving, and that we descend into greatness as a Christian. We don't climb a ladder of personal success. And today, for our final day, I want to talk about serving Jesus in the least of these, which is something that we see throughout the Gospels in Jesus' ministry, and it's summed up well in Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40, which is part of Jesus' description or image or parable of the judgment of the nations. In chapter 25 verse 40 it says, "And the king will answer them, 'Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these, who are members of my family, you did it to me.'" And again, in this passage in Matthew 25, Jesus, the King, is talking about the importance of feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, visiting the sick or the imprisoned. And that it's stated 4 times in Matthew 25 in verses 31 to 46. 4 different times we hear the same recitation, if you will, of the least of these, and the importance of those of us who claim the name of Christ, of serving and ministering to them. Sometimes we find it easier, it's more comfortable to serve people who we feel we have a lot in common with, who are of a similar education or race or socioeconomic status, ethnicity, nationality, but we are called to serve Jesus in the least of these. In people whom sometimes society or other people may look down upon, may blame them for their circumstances. There's no accounting for why people in Matthew 25 are in the circumstance they're in. There's no saying why they're naked and need clothing, why they're hungry and they need food, why they are thirsty and need something to drink, or why they're in prison. It doesn't say that they're deserving poor or undeserving poor. All it says is we are called to serve the least of these, because when we do that, Jesus says it's as if we are doing it unto God, unto Christ himself. So I pray as we finish this week on serving, that you'll have a renewed sense of how Jesus came as a servant leader, and to serve and to give of himself, to help raise and elevate and bless all those around him. And you and I, in a similar way, are called to be servants who bless the people of God.